Well, the weak point is his tail.
Yeah, but you like how his face
He's a goddamn Charmander.
Also,
he bitch slapped you.
Also, do you remember the Iron Knuckles?
Yes.
Do you remember what do you remember about the fights and the structures around? You can also use a Deku Seed on them if you want.
A Deku Seed?
Yep, just stone them.
Oh, interesting.
So this is rinse and repeat this. There you go.
Wow, really?
Ish.
Wait. Madness! Come and get the sword. Don't, like, throw the sword to me.
Yeah.
Okay, pink and...
So... It is... You need to continue, and you need to be using the Master Sword for this part.
Okay, which I have.
Which you have equipped.
Very good.
This is what I didn't realise when I played it first. You cannot get to the final... You cannot fight him. You cannot kill him with any sword other than the Master Sword.
Roger that.
So I was facing a... Like, roll between his legs, slash, slash, slash. Nothing seeming to kill him.
I want his tail. I can't target his tail. Why can't I target his tail?
Right out him in the face.
Okay, I'll do that then.
No. Magic power.
I am low on magic, yes.
But
something.
Like the structures.
What the hell?
Navi, you fucking do your job, you useless cunt.
What the fuck? Go, dude. Go. What are you doing? What are you doing? I can't fucking target.
Oh, there's no fucking magic.
Right here. Come on. Tail. It's the fucking tail. God, this game. I really just want his tail. That's all I want is his tail. I'm not interested in the face. Give me... Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
In fairness, he took a while there.
What the fuck?
Just slash the tail.
Just roll through and slash.
Go through the legs, slash the tail.
I can't. The fucking controls are shite.
Roll and go.
Now we go.
I'm
Right, I got a fairy left. It's grand. Seriously, that's a lot of wank. Stop targeting. Stop targeting. I didn't... Stop targeting his face. You fucking cretin. Fuck me. Why is it always the face? I'm not interested in that.
He's more of an ass man.
I would use Deku Seeds.
Oh my god.
Use Deku Seeds.
No. Fuck this. This game is just shite.
Can you use magic arrow on him now?
No.
No, there's not enough.
Magic in the meter.
Literally the...
Okay.
You're gone. You're gone then. There's no more fairies left.
Fuck me. Continue playing yes or no? I can't remember the technicality of this.
Yeah, it's always going to... I think you're going to go start to the start of the Ganon fight.
Oh, the Ganon fight. Jeez, I thought there's a Ganon. Yeah, okay.
No, sorry, the Ganondorf fight.
What?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
I'll just hit play. Continue playing.
Oh! Apologies.
Right.
Okay, Nero's love.
Actually, no, save for the match.
What's that?
I was gonna say, fuck it, take the hit and just save the
No,
magic.
no, I get the magic back.
Whew, that was my bad. Do we have any fairies left?
Yeah, we have 2 fairies. No.
Use them for fairies.
Right. So one of the big
Is there a possibility that one of the
structures have fairies? I think, yeah.
I'm just looking up the going down the tower section.
In a minute.
So there's room in Ganon Tower where you cross an narrow bridge while Ganon shoot at you. You're supposed to go north. South you can see a wall and crack a bomb open.
I don't think you have time for that.
Possibly not. Also, that's the wrong Zelda game that it's talking about. Fuck's sake. I think we're getting better time this time.
Yep.
Could there be fairies in the rubble as you're fighting Ganon?
I think so, yeah. I think. Shouldn't I? But the thing is, he has to. You kind of have to coax Ganon into breaking them. Well, you know.
Yeah, so just don't get all up in his face.
Okay.
Good to know.
Just in case.
Yep, no, absolutely. So yeah, if you don't have magic, get it by going behind any remaining walls of the castle and let Ganon slice through in order to get magic.
Okay.
He will get up, upon which time you'll be able to repeat the same process after you get the Master Sword instead of the bigger sword. At this stage, if you don't have magic and there's no place to get it, slip through Ganon's leg and hit the tail.
So it's actually encouraging you to hit him with the face with the arrows.
I guess, yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Like there isn't anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I get that. Just didn't. For whatever reason, when I was hitting the second phase, it was just refusing to target.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
I think it's because also in second phase Ganon's a bit more quicker.
Maybe.
Well.
Actually, I thought he was quicker. All right. Yeah. So. Then maybe. See, I'm loath to use up my shield.
So roll.
Also equip the sword.
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? I suppose, yeah, if you insist.
Oh, good. That'll do the double damage. Keep.
What are we doing it?
Good. Can you... Okay, at this stage, can you start running around and get him to attack those other items in his way?
Bombs.
Because some of that might have a
Health in it as well.
have a health in it, yeah. Magic never hurts.
Yeah, but not exactly what I want in this juncture. Since there are no fairies left. I don't want to use all my fucking shields. Arrows. Not ideal. Okay. No choice here. Stay in the game. This is not going to go well.
Can you bomb the pillars before you go?
Do I have save of grace here?
Can you bomb them?
I don't think so. I think this is
Ganon only.
Ganon only.
Well, yeah, because I was sure with the knights last time I couldn't destroy them either. So.
Right. Shoot him in the face with the light arrow, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
fuck.
going on?
I know.
Because
shield?
His shield, yeah.
So he's stunned at that point. So run around and hit his tail.
I think he only hit it once. He only got like one free shot though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, jump back. Or not. Get him to hit that last box.
Hang on. I got time. Okay.
Get him to go for the last box wherever it is.
On the other side of the map.
Fairies!
Yes.
Fairies!
Come on.
Jar out. Get your jar out.
Yeah.
For the lads.
Get your jar for the lads.
I can't deal with
Fucking
it.
told you. I didn't, but
Got one.
okay,
Oh.
we're good then.
I'm too old. for
Okay,
this.
get another one. Yeah, load them all up.
Okay.
Fuck.
They're all gone. I needed those magic ones from the last time. Clutching stars here, I'll be honest.
Right. Well, look, we can keep at it.
Bomb
We're-
shoes?
It's not over yet. Like
No, it's not, but
we have a fairy's worth.
oh, there's more barriers here. Look,
Are those bar? Oh, there is.
I don't know if they regenerated since, but
Here.
magic. Great, good stuff.
But you're in with a fighting chance now.
I am exactly back in the game, practically.
Second half.
Mate, this is extra time because I tell you why. Because now I have enough magic to do this.
But that means you can't arrow him. You can't
Oh, good point.
light arrow him.
Well, in that case, let's see if we can get some shots out with the tail then.
But also, there's another thing to. There's another barrier. There's another barrier you can like.
That's true. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. In that case,
So see if there's anything behind
Yeah.
here that's.
what's behind barrier number 3? Arrows. Great, they'll come in handy. Okay, alright.
Alright, so
Just go for him.
at this stage, nothing but.
Yeah,
for it,
I'm
then.
not getting the tail normally. That's just if I am, they're lucky shots. So I'm not gonna bother.
But you have the barrier up, so like he can't
Yeah,
take it.
exactly. I'm just gonna try and get some distance. I'm waiting for the barrier to fall.
And then face. Okay. We want to go. Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Oh look! Now she's helping.
Oh, it's about well, you know, she had the wisdom to know what to wait.
You just had to deliver the final blow.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, you were
That
supposed
didn't
to
work.
attack. You're supposed to attack during the cutscene.
Oh, of course. How foolish of me. Hang on. Just the fucking. I'm middling on this one, so fuck.
Everyone, it's a team effort.
Sages assemble.
Kind of.
Yeah. Everyone on their knees. Not that way. Yes, that is a lot of titles, but trust me, it works. Spirit, forest, shadow, heart.
One deed forces to life.
By your powers combined.
A big fuck off vortex.
Yeet. So,
You curse you.
Zelda. I probably shouldn't have drunk this.
It's okay, man. As long as you're playing this game, yeah.
that is the face of somebody who's been playing this game for 4 years.
Those sleepless eyes.
No, but do you remember,
That's a man who has been stuck in the water temple for at least 3 of those years.
do you remember being younger and completing this game and laughing at that? I was like, yeah, you'll be back. We're going to live happily ever after.
Yeah.
So, this.
I'm waiting till the credits roll.
Okay.
Sorry, continue on. Sorry.
Fair enough. Like, at this stage, I think we're happy to talk spoilers-ish on the series as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let the scene play through first.
Because remember when you said it's all her fault?
Yeah.
This is kind of where it's all her fault.
Thank you, Madness. Thank you, Ganondorf.
Okay.
Forever and ever.
So, this is a cliche of the series where they seal an evil, they don't
Yeah,
get.
that's
and
fair.
the seals never last.
Mild shock.
Holy shit, they never do.
Yeah.
That's the whole, like...
And that's literally the start of every game. The seals broke. Oh my god.
I think I've just broke Casey's mind by, like, listening.
Even I know that. And I haven't even played this series.
Oh. By doing this, the road between times will be closed. Me bollocks it will be.
So, basically, she's saying she'll give you back your childhood. She'll send you back to being a child. You can go back, be a kid.
Yeah.
You know, great, we had your help. Now fuck off.
Now fuck off, yeah. Okay.
And just at this point, I would just like to call 2 points. Sorry if you guys haven't seen it yet. Endgame. Where Hulk talks to your one Doctor Strange's mentor, and she just goes, "This is what happens when you fuck shit up."
Yep.
This is the Ocarina time, Zelda timeline. This was done.
Yeah.
So, the series was, about 10 years old at this stage? 7-ish years old at this stage.
God, I feel old now.
Yeah. But, the first handful of games were put out with no relation between them.
Yeah.
So there was no, how does game 1...
Yeah, there's Legend of Zelda,
go
there
on
was Link's
to
Awakening, and...
all of them,
Yeah.
how does one compare to the other? There's vague references, but nothing concrete. It wasn't until 2011 that they came out with an official, here's how shit works.
Yeah.
There are 3 timelines to the game, which branch from this game.
Okay.
So there are maybe 3 games prior to this, which all fall on a unified timeline. The way that this game flows, there are 3 endings.
Okay.
There's one ending where you fuck up. You know, the ending from about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Ganon wins.
Ganon wins, okay.
And the sages do another last-ditch effort to seal him.
And they fail.
And they succeed in that one.
Oh, okay.
And that's what they call like the doomed timeline, the failed timeline. The
Okay.
Link is dead timeline.
Link is dead timeline.
That's where a lot of the Game Boy games, where a lot of the original games...
So the
that
NES
are
series, they would have been... Okay.
The timeline-ness ones.
The Fallen
Fallen
timeline,
timeline,
I think
yeah.
they call
Fallen
that.
timeline, okay.
So that's one of them. At some point in Link's journey, Link failed.
Okay.
The second timeline is the adult timeline that you've just left behind, where you've just been yeeted out of existence. And what happens to that world after the series is done.
Yeah.
That is the Toon Zelda series. That's the Link's on a boat. The Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks.
Okay. Right.
Then there's the what happens with Link after he goes back and be's a kid.
That would be Majora's Mask then.
And that would be the Majora's Mask timeline.
That's because it's literally the sequel from
Yes.
that on, yeah.
And you have Majora's Mask, and you have Twilight Princess, and Four Sword Adventure.
Right, okay. Now, where does the new iteration of Zelda games fall in that category?
The new iteration falls so far in the future that who knows what timeline this is.
They've all basically still, yeah, whatever.
It's all an era of myth.
I have that answer to that question.
Oh, they've got. Is that it? So
Which timeline, sorry, is the one where Link's tunic has the yellow band?
that is the Fallen timeline.
That's where Breath of the Wild takes it.
No, because there is evidence of every timeline. There's evidence of there was a great flood, which is the Toon Zelda. There's evidence of, well, there is where did the Master Sword end up at the end of the child timeline points towards it'll be
More
where
importantly,
it is in.
where does Epona end up?
Over there in the credits, apparently, yeah.
So there's evidence.
Technical time in there, by the way.
There's evidence of each of the 3 timelines in in the current Switch series.
Okay.
It's up to you as to which one you want. Or you can say that at some point between the end of the timelines that we have and Breath of the Wild, Magic be unified.
Okay, just want to interrupt you. This is the best part of the thing, so I apologise, James.
Oh yeah.
But it is.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so we ended up having Wind Waker and Twilight Princess without an explanation as to how the timeline fits together.
Okay.
So both of those games came out within 4 years of each other with contradictory... Wait, where is this game taking place? When is this game taking place? They both reference Ocarina and they both reference Ganondorf.
Yes.
In ways that don't make sense. So how does it fit together?
Okay.
Now, all of the Fallen timeline has Ganon as Pig Ganon.
Yes, I noticed you had a bit of a pig motif there at the end. Yeah.
But the boar king
yeah.
is a Fallen timeline only thing.
Okay.
Like Ganon as a man does not appear again in the Fallen timeline.
Okay.
Ganon as a human shows up again in Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Okay.
I
guess that's supposed to be an indication of what timeline you're in based on what form of Ganon you have.
A little bit, but Ganon is a reoccurring villain, and typically is the boar form.
Yeah.
Or there's like we're trying to resurrect Ganon, and we've merged Ganon with whoever.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So there's references aplenty. They love going to suddenly Ganon showed up.
Yeah. Always the excuse, the go-to, isn't it?
It kind of tends to be.
Yeah.
And if you ever play Skyward Sword, there's a reason for it.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
I just realised something there. Just as you guys are talking, I know I've seen this a gazillion times.
Yeah.
But just you know when Mido and the Zora King were just sitting off the side because one's lost his daughter, the other's lost his short friend. And then the sages drops following them.
Yep.
The 2 sages, you see the blue one and the green one.
Yep.
You know, just letting you know that. Well, okay.
So, are the sages dead?
I don't know.
That's been a recurring fan theory that each of the sages were dead when you talk to them in the chamber.
Certainly ethereal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they've no
yeah.
interaction with the physical characters in the physical plane.
Yeah.
Beyond the point where they go into the chamber.
I think ethereal. I think they'd be probably spirits at this stage. Yeah.
But there's something else in the child timeline that I'm not sure.
What the fuck?
What?
Wait for it. Navi fucks off.
Hooray! This is the best ending ever. Oh wait, now was that L get hit by a truck and never done?
Like even the little thing of the bell sounding.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
So right.
Still one more bit.
Yeah, there is still the
post-credit scene.
Last bit of the post-credit scene.
Do you remember this place?
I do.
So for 1998, was it? Considering what else was getting put out at the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I think it is a game that ages, but it's like it still shows well considering its age.
Now, as we know, Link doesn't talk, but what's implied, what happens here, for the child tournament to happen, Link tells Zelda and warns the king, don't fucking trust Ganon.
Yeah.
So here we have 3 timelines.
This is where it diverges.
No, it diverged when Zelda sent you back.
Ah, I see. And then Link with the prior knowledge tells Zelda. Okay, and that's the
You're now looking at the child timeline.
Child timeline. Yeah, we go. Okay.
Adult timeline continues from after Zelda played the lullaby and sent you back into the past.
Yeah, fair enough. Right then. Okay.
So thoughts on the game as we're finishing off.
Yeah.
Thoughts on it.
I think because I got to this now. Well, I say now. Like whenever we started this playthrough on the N64 and then later the GameCube.
What are you talking about? We've been at this for 7 years.
It fucking feels like we've been at it for 7 years. But I think it's hard for me to judge the actual quality of the game solely because it's on such an old console. If it was something on, say, a 2D kind of plane, it's probably easier for me to kind of correlate the actual quality based on the actual game.
So, the game is put out on the 3DS.
I have played a bit of the 3DS.
With up-res and with,
I have played some
aren't
of
as
it,
janky. Controls aren't janky at all because it's the 3DS and has all the beautiful bells and features on it. Yeah.
No, I have played a bit. I played a bit of it, and then I kind of stopped in anticipation for this playthrough.
Yep.
So I didn't want to kind of ruin it on me. So
yeah.
I only would have played, say, the first half an hour just as a kind of like proof of concept. Like,
and you got to see what Gomo was like, I'm guessing.
Kind of, yeah. I can't remember, like, just based off that now how far I actually got into it, but yeah, I find it difficult to kind of correlate just from this playthrough experience how it was, because I think I'm probably people looking back now will probably agree that I fell victim to a lot of jank, and that was kind of colouring
the game at the time.
Yeah, it was, and that's the thing is I kind of like skipped that bit of the education because I would have started from PS1 onwards. It would have been Game Boy to PlayStation.
Yep.
So the actual jank I wouldn't have experienced anyway, because while people are playing this, I'm playing Rayman, which is 2D. I'm playing something else that's 2D and has learned from seeing this and done it better. So it's kind of hard to go a step back.
Fair.
And trying to see like how the game was played back then. Now, that being said, I'm also trying to look at it objectively and thinking like, what is the game actually good or not? And like, obviously it is a good game, otherwise it wouldn't be on people's list. And as much as I'm in frustration, I'm kind of saying it's stuck in Stockholm Syndrome, whatever it is. I think there's a natural bit of that anyway, because like I find this game very difficult, but you put Rayman for the PS1 in front of me and I'll clear it like that, no problem. The Stockholm Syndrome kicks in for that game for me. So I think everyone has that. I can see why people fell in love with Zelda off this game though, because if this is what you had for the N64 at the time, that brand loyalty, just the sheer fact that you have spent like weeks playing this game or whatever it is, that's where it builds from. And then no doubt Majora's Mask will build from that as well. And then from that alone, because I think with N64 you have those staple games that you're going to play. You know, like everyone will have your regular offenders in that sense. You're going to be playing all the big franchises, and this would be the kind of marquee one of them in a sense. So it is kind of hard for me to kind of take back one step and say, well, if I had an N64 at the time, would I have enjoyed this? I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I would have got it. I still probably would have played it, but it just wouldn't have had any resonance with me. That's the thing. I still think it's good for what it is. Like, I genuinely think, again, I'm going back to 1998 and using a point of reference and like what other games were out at that time.
For us we would have been 6, 7 at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a big jump in from what like I would have been playing at the time anyway.
Yeah.
So to as a correlation,
as a comparison, I have Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, whatever it was, like, you know, it is a very different school of thought, like, but yeah, like again, I think the playthrough was like going on for so long at this stage. I just wanted to kind of done, so I wasn't really enjoying it as much as I should have been.
Fair,
you know what I mean, and especially with the actual kind of temple setup, I think most of the temples were okay outside the water temple, but again, the central issue I had at the time. The central issue I have with the game generally is that just the controls and the way things are put together. And yes, you can put that down to a lot of it, like this being the time frame it's in. That being said, I don't think the content was bad. Like, I don't think it was a poor story. I think it's a great story, and it's a great little kind of bits and pieces. Like those kind of like. There's very few characters I can latch onto in this, but they're enough to kind of go, you know, to interact with and enjoy in a sense. I think actually probably the best thing about this game is probably the music actually.
Okay.
I think the music is the one that I picked up on the most. A lot of this iconic music I would have known of beforehand anyway, but now even hearing it in retrospect, yeah. At least now, when actually like in its actual natural form, actually, this is actually working really well. So I'd say that's the biggest positive for me. I can't adequately say it's the gameplay. Like I just can't. It's just like I've had too many fucking run-ins, especially in this session alone, and in previous sessions, and with especially working with like old N64 consoles and controllers, it's so much worse.
Okay.
I wouldn't have completed the playthrough if we hadn't switched it to the GameCube controller, because the Z control targeting and all this sort of stuff was getting on my tits.
Yep.
And I was not going to get any better, because it's a terrible controller, and it's a really bad idea. And anyone who thinks otherwise is a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
So, would you be scared of other games in the same series?
No, I wouldn't have. Now that being said, I don't think this would have been my entry to Zelda. That's one thing I would say. I probably, if I was inclined to get something like a GameCube or the Wii, I probably would have jumped in on Zelda at that point. I don't think I would have played Ocarina of Time.
That'll be Twilight Princess,
Twilight Princess or Wind Waker.
Maybe. I would say I'm still willing to give Majora's Mask a go, because I want to see what, like, again, it's not going to be much of a technical improvement, but I still want to play the game for context.
I will suggest, I'm not saying we're looking to play that in this channel.
No.
But if you have access to it on the 3DS, play it on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Because the controller issues that you dealt with here will show up again if you play it on the GameCube.
Yeah.
It's the same engine.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So part of the appeal in Majora's Mask is the story behind the story.
Which is probably what I'm more interested in, to be honest. Yeah.
Basically, the authors of the game wanted to reuse the engine, but they were given a year.
Yeah.
You have 1 year to get a product out the door. And they managed to pack so much into it.
Yeah.
Because the concept of the story is Link sets off on another adventure, and he ends up in a 3-day repeating cycle. So there's first day, second day, third day. There is a limited cast of characters. All of those cast of characters follow the same thread every cycle. You can interrupt their routine, and that will have knock-on effects over the course of the next 3 days.
Yes.
And there are so many permutations through that you can manipulate out the entire game.
That, like I said, even you saying that, I know you're kind of like warning me about the gameplay, but it actually makes you want to play it more now.
Oh no,
because that's actually interesting enough. Like, that's actually really interesting.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
But the downside to that will still be, I'm trying to shoot my arrow there and it missed it by a few pixels.
Well, look, if the story's that more interesting and there's stuff going on, it'll probably be not as much of a bitter pill to swallow. I think in the end with this game is that you're doing just temple after temple after temple, and you're trying to do really intricate gameplay on tech that just wasn't quite ready. It was, but it wasn't. If that makes sense.
Where I'm coming from then is saying, like, it is a great game.
Yeah.
Play it, but 3DS has the better controls. That go and play it on the 3DS, please.
Yeah.
If you're going to go into another game in the for the channel, I would probably suggest, so from this game, your choices are to look back in time at Skyward Sword, or to look forward in time at one of the three. Each of the timelines has a major game to consider.
Yeah.
So the Downfall timeline has Link to the Past, and that was the third Zelda game that was put out. It is top-down 2D.
Yes, I know of that game. Yeah.
There is Majora's Mask, which follows on, tie in with that, but Twilight Princess is they take the plot of this and they jack it up on steroids.
Fair enough.
It is a beautiful game. It is a dark game. Both of the games in the child timeline are dark games.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask is its own unique, beautiful beast. Twilight Princess really uses this as a cheat sheet.
Fair enough.
In order to build out another there's 11 dungeons to work your way through.
Yeah, so
it's
more of this essentially.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It is more of that with more more intricate items.
Okay.
And more fun there.
And it does have a wall temple, but it's not shit.
Yeah, that's not a bonus. Yeah. Well, look, I will sit on that and see what I think then.
Then you've got the child timeline, which just let's have a fun adventure. And again, there are some dark elements to it, but it is Ganon escapes his seal because of course he does, and when he did, the gods flooded the world.
Yeah.
So the only things that survived are the mountaintops. 10,000 years pass, and now you've got a flooded world to engage with. And so you'll be running from, little island to little island.
Yeah.
And you're doing your adventure there.
Okay.
So again, it is also a long game. There is, all of them have kind of the same flow of gather 3 items. Okay, now you need to go gather 5 items.
Yeah. I get you.
So get the 3 items to open the door of time. Get the 6 medallions.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Get the 3 orbs. Okay, now go power up the Master Sword, which will involve another 3 or 4 dungeons.
Same premise along. Yeah.
Save,
Pieces of the Mirror and Twilight as well,
yeah. They all kind of have that element to it.
Yeah.
But those would be the 3, if you're going to look chronologically after this game, or what is the ideal one to look at after this. If you're looking to go on a, I would say from this, each of those 3 timelines has this is the best game.
A starting off point, yeah. Okay.
And Wind Waker, fantastic. Don't bother with Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. They are nearly spin-off games.
Right. Okay.
Majora's Mask, it's its own brilliant thing. And Twilight Princess, I wouldn't consider 4 Swords Adventure. It's too different.
Right.
Link to the Past, you've got the Oracle games, you've got the original Zelda games, you've got Link Between Worlds, and you've got another one I'm forgetting.
Link 2?
Yeah, Zelda 2.
Yeah.
That's like the black sheep of the family.
Yeah. That's the I am error type of shit.
Yeah. So I'd consider those as lesser to Link to the Past.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if I was to push you for what to play, I'd say if we were to do this on the channel, one of the 3, one from each of the one from each of the timelines, then look at Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I was only talking to Jerry about this on the way up. I do want to get a good taste. I have. While I do want to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like I need a bit more of a, shall we say, an actual baseline of Zelda games that is not just this. So
for Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the Wild is anything that we've looked at here is a vague reference.
Oh, I get that. I get that. But it's nice to have the context though as well.
It's this mountain is called Fado Mountain. Fado being one of the Kokiri in this game.
I get you.
That's the kind of references to.
Yeah, but that's fine. But at least I've got reference points as well. This is what I kind of not necessarily the point of the series, but this is the games you would have missed. So that Ocarina Time is one of them, and I want to go and see what other else ones I've missed on that. So Zelda will certainly be a factor in it.
What gives the best context for the series and what unifies the series into a cohesive plot would be Skyward Sword. Okay. Because it looks at, here's the 18 games that we had out before that, and it tries to give a canon why.
Okay.
For a lot of it.
Okay. Cool.
So Skyward Sword is, why is there a Master Sword? And what was the need for a Master Sword to begin with?
Can I tell them that's where that stands chronologically?
Sure.
The fourth one.
Yeah, Skyward Sword is
outright first.
Outright first in the timeline.
Okay, interesting. So you that's making a more compelling case for Skyward Sword now for me.
Yeah,
yeah.
So you could do from that to Skyward Sword, and then understand what the 3 timeline games are.
I will post. Like I said, I have this Zelda encyclopedia at home. I'll post a picture of the timeline.
And then take a few points from there. Yeah. Grant, you know what? We'll talk about this off camera, but at least for now, anyway, at least on my entry, this will be the last bit of Zelda for next while.
Yeah.
The game I want to do next on this is not Zelda, so we can sit on this for a while and then decide what to do next.
Sure.
So, yeah, Grant.
Ganon's dead.
Woo! Yay!
Well, sorry, sealed forever.
Forever.
He's sealed forever.
We're going to live happily ever after, folks.
What's the worst that can happen? Let's just hope he stays sealed forever, because clearly those seals are made to last.
I feel like a wrestling fan, you know, in 2014 at WrestleMania, we got Daniel Boyd winning, yay! 2015 has to be better, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
No.
Bum, bum, bum.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Cheers, folks.